All right, back on live after missing a bunch of games in a row. I was on vacation. The Patriots were playing during some of the Celtics games. Just a confluence of events. That's, by the way, that's a nice 25-cent word for you people prepping for the SAT. Confluence, good word. Confluence of events that have led me to not be doing these instant reactions post game. But I'm back. How could I not do an instant reaction to such a shitty, crappy, ugly ass loss to a bad Wizards team? I mean, they're legitimately a bad team that didn't have their best player, all NBA caliber, Bradley Beal. So you lose. You don't have Kemba Walker, okay, but you should still crush this team. They don't have Beal. You should crush them with Beal, and you still don't have Kemba Walker. But the circumstances were no Kemba for you, no Beal for them. You should destroy them if you're the Celtics. Instead, they got off to what is now their trademark terrible first quarter, slow ass start where there's no effort, no sense of urgency. They just sort of go, oh, you know, it's a game, it's another game, another of 82. Here we go. Oh, look at this team lined up against us. They're starting dudes that we don't even know their names. Starting guys from Latvia who just came over on a plane. They're starting Isaiah Thomas and Ish Smith. And just put in absolutely no effort in the first quarter. And the Celtics, the past two games, have been able to do that and survive and have done that a lot this season. But you can't do it every night. And if you start slow against teams that are going to put in effort, it's the NBA. You're not playing G League teams. You're playing other NBA players. And teams, one, take offense to that. And two, they're still respected professionals. They're going to be able to do stuff if you put in absolutely no effort. And that's what the Celtics were doing for most of this game tonight. They took for granted that they were playing a bad team, and then they ended up with probably their worst loss of the season because, make no mistake about it, this Wizards team sucks. And without Bradley Beal, they're barely an NBA team. And you still drop the game to them that the Wizards controlled the whole way. I mean, you came back a little bit, but they controlled it virtually end to end. And so really shame on the Celtics for dropping a game that you have no business losing. I have no problem when the team loses to teams that are other playoff teams that are, as good or better than them. That happens. But this game tonight was purely a result of a lack of effort. And to me, that's the frustrating part. And that's what's unforgivable, is that you saw a sincere lack of effort from so many players on the team. And in addition to that, I don't think that Brad Stevens put in that much effort coaching this game. I thought Grant Williams was fine, but the Celtics were struggling to score the ball, and the ball wasn't hitting the paint, and Enes Kanter wasn't in at the end of the games. I know he's not a great defender, but he gets you easy baskets. The Wizards have nobody who can defend in the post. Kanter didn't play nearly enough. He played 19 minutes to Grant Williams 25. Kanter's a better player than Grant Williams. He just is. And he should be playing at the end of those games when you can't score. I'm sorry. The Wizards don't have a good enough low post scorer to justify Kanter not playing because of his lack of defensive ability. So that's frustrating too, and I think a bad decision by the coach. But overall, a frustrating game because of the lack of effort by the Celtics. They lose 94-99 to, again, a really bad Wizards team without Bradley Beal. Of all people, Ish Smith lit them up. 27 points for Ish Smith on 12 of 18 shooting. Ish Smith's a fine player, and he's been on a million teams, and he's a good NBA player, but you can't let that guy beat you. You can't. And again, it's just going to go back to lack of effort. So very, very frustrating loss for the Celtics. And they showed that they really missed the leadership and the sort of like captaining ability of Kemba Walker. It's not really a tangible thing, but he's the guy who kind of kick him in the ass and be like, let's not, drop this game to just a shit Wizards team, because they really are a shit Wizards team. So very, very frustrating. It might be so far right at the top of the list for most frustrating losses of the season for the Celtics. They have a chance to make it right, but they play two quality opponents next, the Spurs at home, and then they go to Philly to try to get revenge over the Sixers, who they've lost to this season a couple times. So Wednesday is the Spurs, Thursday is the Sixers. They're in Philly. It's a tough back-to-back. That's why you don't want to lose these games to teams that you have no business losing to, because then when it comes to games where you're playing similar to better teams, you have less margin for error. So no excuse losing this one tonight. A lot of blame to go around. Frustrating loss. But they have a chance to make it right with this back-to-back upcoming. All right, I am back. I'll be doing these every game. These the Patriots are done, so no more conflicts there. And I have no vacation coming up, so no more conflicts there. Perfect. I know everybody's excited. Everybody's loving these. People are going to line up for these. We've had millions and millions of responses for these. So Nick Cooper, go Wizards. They deserve the win today. They played hard. The Celtics didn't. They deserved it. All right. I will talk to you later. See ya around. I don't like that ending, but I don't have anything better. So see ya around. That's my new catchphrase.